Did I say that we shall catch up? So in the next video, I'm talking about what I have been up to all this time that I have been disappearing and running away from you. Here we are. Hi, my name is Miriam and I'm good. How are you doing? I am here because we need to catch up. But before we even go further, the first thing that I want to say is to all the new people who have joined me in this community. The last time I was actively active, we had less than even 1,000 of us in this community. We are heading to 3,000. Thank you for getting intrigued enough to join our community, even when I was missing in action. Thank you. We don't take it for granted. You are most welcome. Now I'm here because I need to introduce this face to you and to my old people who have been here from the beginning. Let's catch up. And first of all, this has been a very reflective season in my life. And you know, sometimes you get to this place where you are reflecting about life seriously after big things happen in your life, and most likely they're usually happening from failure or something tragic happens, something really massive that shakes you to the core happens, and that is when you decide, or that is what forces you to go back to reflecting mode. And that is what we have been doing for some time now. So for me, my reflection has been in a phase of the last 10 years, in the last decade of my life, what has been happening. And as I am shooting this, my son's birthday is coming up, the 10th birthday, meaning I have been a mom for the last 10 years. The baby that I got when I was still in uni, the baby that I got when I was 20, the baby that I got when I didn't know what life was going to be like. And it was a scary space, a scary time, a very stressing time. And so I've not just been looking at life from the business of, I have been looking entirely as a person. How far have I grown? I've been through struggles. I've been through seasons of winning, through seasons of inspiring growth in others, in myself, in stuff. I've been through places where I've now reached dreams, my dreams, other people's dreams. I've been through phases where I've transformed who I am, what I have been doing. I've been through phases where I've failed. I've been through phases where I have overcome fail. So this is specifically a time that I am reflecting back for the last 10 years. And one thing that struck me very much is, I remember when now I was realized I am expecting a baby. I was not sure the way forward. And I wrote down. I love notebooks. I write a lot of the bad things that are in my head. So yeah. So I remember writing the pros and the cons of, moving forward with the pregnancy. And that was the only way that I could actually make sense of this experience and this new situation that I found myself in. And I wrote the advantages of keeping the pregnancy and the disadvantages of keeping, and so with the vice versa. And one of the things that kept, because it was a very scary time, I didn't know anything about the future. I remember saying or writing down that these 10 years will be rough on me. I don't know why, but of course that space is very negative. But it came to me very well that the first 10 years will be hard. It's a new motherhood is a new experience. I have no idea what happens. I am still a student, so I am sure I have not gotten a job. I still have to figure out life and all. So I felt like the first 10 years will be rough. But then I wrote down, but after 10 years, I will look at my child. I will look back and I will be proud of how far I had gone. And the truth is, now that it is that time when I said, I will look back and be proud, I can actually say it has been a ride. I am proud of the person that I have become. I look at my son and I am proud of what I have been able to, provide, the mother that I have been, the growth that he has inspired in me. And yeah, so motherhood has been a whole journey. I have not talked much about motherhood. I hope we shall be able to reach out and see how motherhood has been. Then I have also, from the fact that now I am a mom from a very young age, finishing school, there was no time to waste. So I finished immediately. I got into the hustle. And for me, I was hustling to provide food, house, clothes, basic needs. And I feel like I did not give myself permission to expound or expand the mission or the reason behind my hustle. So I capped myself into, I am hustling to provide the basic needs for my son. In the process, I have successfully done so, thanks be to God. But I also limited myself to taking risks and also going beyond providing the basic needs, the every other life. That is something that I feel that I came up through my reflection. And I have also been through several businesses. Of course, I have tried so many businesses, so many things that I have tried in my life with the goal of providing a life for my son. And failure is a lesson that, or is a space that you go through if you're in business or generally in life. And I think the climax of it all happened last year in 2024. Made a video about that and you can go and watch it. It's a sad ordeal, but it happened. And that is when I think I hit rock bottom. That is when myself could not contain me. I had lost myself absolutely because I was in this hustle mentality, this I have to do this or my son will sleep hungry, I have to do this. So it was all about just providing this. My body had said it so many times. Everything that is within me was saying, we are losing you, we are losing you, we are losing you. And my whole entire essence, I had directed that only to providing, to chasing money. And the reason I was chasing money was also very limited, to provide basic needs for my son. So even how I set up my business in the beginning was also very limited. It could not go beyond the mission that I had given it. And so happened to any other thing that I tried. And because I had capped myself to that, I then had to try so many other small things to be able to meet that. And I was losing myself, lost myself, and gave all the excuses I could give to not doing what I knew I needed to do, because if I stop doing that, if I do that, I might not be able to provide for my son. And after all, now that it is conscious to me, probably my subconscious had it from the point that I said, the first 10 years will be rough on me. And so they have definitely been rough. And after last year, when I hit rock bottom, when I lost it all, I had to take a step back and now think seriously about me. And I realized that I have never, in the last 10 years since I became a mom, given myself a priority. I had never checked who I am, what I am about. I had never questioned why I do things this way and that way. And I did not give attention to every other aspect of my life. So mine was chase money, period. So in this year, I have been in a space where I am reflecting about my life, who I am as myself, because I have lost myself along the journey. So I am in a journey of finding myself. Right now, I have had time to reflect on what kind of business do I want to run? What kind of clients do I want to serve? What market do I want to serve? What about my spirituality? What relationship do I have with my God? What about physical wellness? How about mental wellness? For how long will I keep pleasing people, putting everybody else's need ahead of mine? And let me tell you, I have found out messed up things in those places. And there are things that I am also quitting in this time, like being the biggest critic of myself. The thing is, everybody else can see good in me. Everybody else sees that this situation, that say a situation happens, I will figure it out. Everybody else can see the possibility except me. Because of course, I remind myself of all the times I failed, of how bad I am, of so many things. So there are things that I have quit, pleasing people, carrying burdens and baggage of everybody else. Assumptions. I have assumed so many things in life. I think my life at some point was run by assumptions. Even in business, I assume this is a good customer. So we just go through business without contracts, without agreements. I assume you're my friend. I assume things. Right now, I am really thinking through decisions that I'm making and so on. And it's quite interesting to know that life happens. Life will have to happen. It's like a ball that is already rolling downhill. Very rarely will you be able to stop life and what life is doing. And the goal is not to stop life, to change life, to, the universe will have to do what it does. The power is within how we respond to what is happening in life. And that is the power that I had given out, that I had lost, that I had put in a closet. And that is one of the most important and the most powerful power, I believe, that we can and we have access to, we have the ability to use. The power to choose how you respond to things, how you respond to life. And it is a hard one, and it is something that so many people, so many of us don't know how to handle, that I'm also learning to handle. But now that I wrote down then when I was expecting my son that the first 10 years will be rough, but after that I will look and I'll be happy. That is something that I wrote down and said and kept it in my mind, in the subconscious mind, that I did not even know was there. Then now I want to receive it, that this now, after, because the first 10 years are done, then here happiness is. So moving forward, we move on with a beautiful life, with happiness, with a positive vibe, with joy, with gratitude, with humility. And so that is what we shall be doing in this channel. We shall be talking about life, about business. Definitely, I will be giving you my 2 thoughts in things. I will bring you on as I build. I am an environmental consultant. We shall still build that. And now I know better. I have been through failures. I've met so many people, so many clients. And so this will be totally different from things that we have done in the past. I am so excited for what we shall do here. So whenever you see me on this couch, just know I am here to give you just vibes, look at life from different perspectives, discuss things, tell you what I'm learning. I hope you'll be kind enough to share what you're learning on the comment section. Let's build a community that is built on positivity, on taking back our power as individuals and conquering ourselves, this self, questioning who we are and what we are doing and why we do things. And yep, I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye.